Everything that we experience is due to our own emotions and desire, which falls underneath the umbrella of our own personal psychology. The things we do aren't just things, they are embodiments of our psychological pattern that leads us to think a certain way, to the music that we listen to, the hobbies and careers that we choose to explore are all attributed to trillions of neural networks that make up you. That was good by itself, honestly.
Hey, yo, Drez, who we flying with, bro?
Humans are creatures of habit, and we usually cling to things even though those things may not be great for us. And we could be aware of that. Listen, everybody's just seeking some form of comfort. Whether that's getting into a relationship with someone with the sole purpose that you could actually prove that someone could stand to be around you, or you just simply don't care anymore and just seek out any form of instant gratification. The point that I'm trying to get across is that we all seek comfort. We just find it in different ways. But that's all procrastination is, right? Just putting something off that we don't want to do and replacing it with something that's in our comfort zone. Procrastinating is kind of like cancer. It gets a negative rap, and for good reason, but not all types of cancers are bad, just as not all forms of procrastination are bad. Here's what I mean. So procrastination and perfectionism are one in the same. Perfection is unrealistic and unlikely, and it's really the idea of perfection that holds us back from actually doing something. Procrastination can be bad for a variety of reasons that we're not going to get into, which I'm sure you've heard and or experienced. But here's how we could use our natural human response to our advantage. Procrastination breeds focus. Being behind on a deadline forces my attention. If I have too much time to think about how to do something, then I'll probably just start overthinking it and get into the state of paralysis. Leaving something to the last minute forces me to focus on that one thing. Ultimately forces a flow state. Procrastination builds efficiency. Putting off something that I could do today for tomorrow could, allow me to avoid some stuff that's unnecessary for me to do. Just avoids unnecessary work. Procrastination brings clarity to decision making. When I delay a decision or a project, it's because I'm not truly aligned with what I want the outcome of that to be. Like, I'm not too sure what I'm looking for. But if we have too much time to think about a certain decision, then we could end up just not making a decision at all. And lastly, procrastinators can't be perfectionists. Perfectionism will always destroy progress. Breaking a perfectionist habit is inevitable when you have a crunched amount of time. Knowing that I'm not gonna be able to do my best work allows me to feel free and not feel like I have to be perfect. It gets that concept out of my head. And sometimes done is better than striving for perfect, or not even starting at all. These potential benefits are positive types of procrastination. Everything that I just mentioned are positive types of procrastination, which is better than traditional procrastination, because obviously there's downsides to procrastinating stuff, right? But it's just knowing how to use it in a certain sense. So something that no one mentions that we always tend to do is throw the baby out with the bathwater. To distinguish the two, we have traditional and positive procrastination. Traditional is choosing to mindlessly scroll through TikTok instead of finishing a YouTube video, ironically about procrastination. Positive procrastination is choosing to knock out some other things that need to get done, but they aren't extremely urgent. Like choosing to do a mindless college discussion post that's due when ironically procrastinating a video about procrastination. Couldn't tell I really put off making this video. We usually procrastinate when we don't know how to start, or we overhype the amount of time and energy that's needed to put into this thing to actually get it done, or we just can't get over something that we're stuck on. It's kind of like when you play a video game, right? The first few levels aren't too difficult, and this is so the player can get, a little bit of attached to the game. But as you progress, the levels get more difficult, all until you reach a certain level, until you just get stuck on that and can't move past it. Sometimes we blame ourselves for being a procrastinating human being when all we lack is a little bit of perspective. The reason I wanted to make this video is so that we can have a better relationship with procrastination by realizing how we could use it to our advantage and understanding that we don't have to be perfect. Thank you guys for watching today's video, and if you liked it, please hit that like button and consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.